Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest. It's the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles and the LA Chargers. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Tank Bigsby here with the return. This makes it up to the 25. And here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
He just missed that Super Bowl a couple years ago, but Hurts and those Eagles, they got it last year, Kate. And remember, he was the MVP in that win. And kind of like he was all season, he's just a stabilizing force. He makes people around him better, and he's a Super Bowl champ to boot.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Hurts comes out throwing. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Got to help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that that was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Hurts now from the gun. And the Chargers get home, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Might just be a little late to get the ground game going, opening up this game with back-to-back passes. But when you come out of the gate slow and you put yourself behind the sticks, you really don't get into that rhythm you want to find early.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock. And not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led out by the 6th-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Just ho-hum, more of the same production from Herbert in year 5. In fact, it was the cleanest football of his career, Kate. 23 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions. But he's got to check that box of playoff wins. And that's not easy to do in this AFC.
Herbert throwing right away. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating an offense now behind the chains, that's exactly how you're looking to start.
Defense coming out swinging as they try backing them up further here. It's 2nd and long. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. Now he's past the 25. Ladd McConkey to the house. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Ladd McConkey with a touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But Starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Chargers 7, Eagles 0.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Bigsby with the return. He dodged the tackle. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. First and 10 now from the 30. Play action, Hurts has it. That's caught, it's Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All right, here we go, second down. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. So this one on the defense.
Pass interference, defense.
And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give them that first down. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. He gets it up a little shy of midfield. Tackle made by Elijah Bolden.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Has it in close. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Number 6.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
It's a gain of 10.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
Hurts throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
What's that saying, Kate, about discretion? Discretion is the better part of valor. Well, decision-making for quarterbacks is so critical. In that time, excellent discretion. Protect yourself, get the first down, and live to play another day.
1st and 10 now from the 30. He has room past the 25. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
A gain of 15. First down, Eagles.
Putting one of the tight ends in motion right.
There's
first down. A run with Barkley. And that run good for a handful as it brings up second down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Catches Manning close. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Barkley will not get past the line. He's held up at 4.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's second and goal. It's Barkley again. And he won't get anything this time. They stop him at the 4. The makings of a goal line stand here. No gain on the run, and now it's third and goal.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Try to run it in, Barkley. The stand continues. This one doesn't even make it back to the line, Brock, and it sets up fourth and goal. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
So on fourth down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Elliott connects there. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Darius Davis to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. LA offense all set. Here's first and 10. Opening carry of the game for Kimani Vidal. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That chunk with a nice 21 yards. And the Chargers will have a first.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Going to the ground again on first. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Gotta be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. They stay on the ground with Vidal. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
On third down, Herbert. Going to the left side, and Johnston has it. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
12 yards. And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First and 10, Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Play action now for Herbert. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Now Herbert again. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So on fourth down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First call here coming from the shotgun. Hurts looking to throw. He's got it along the sideline. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on first down.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Throw left side, caught by Brown. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he could move those chains. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. The Chargers have an early lead. We're back to SoFi right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll be set up with third and only one. Barkley off the pistol again. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 2 yards on the pickup. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
And an Eagle first down.
Yeah, I get it. Fans will measure a running back's merit by touchdowns, yards, the fantasy football world we live in. But as coaches and teammates, Kate, they want something a little bit more. They want to see plays like that, a guy who will always get the short yards in a critical spot like that.
He finds Brown right side. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Philadelphia.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. They go play fake with Hurts. Completed left side to Smith. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
I'm
not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, there's way too much risk for that reward.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Hurts tucks it, starts running. And he's not able to escape. His own read doesn't work. It's going to cost him a couple of yards, too. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, we call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Brady man on the punt. They could really use a good one here. And he's there to make the fair catch right at the 10-yard line.
The
Chargers offense getting set to take over. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, Vidal. Nearly starts the drive with the 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
1st down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Tight end going in motion here. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Here's Vidal on the give. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Another run for Vidal. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
He's got it. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. The rookie out of Alabama, there on the tackle.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the shotgun, give to Vidal. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
5 men out in the secondary for the Eagles on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
An 8-yard pickup.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down. It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And this will stick him back a ways. That punt hits and jumps out of bounds near the 14. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And as they get set, Parter, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They go to Barkley again. Solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
3rd down. Chargers have 6 DBs out there. Motion man right is Smith. Barkley gets it on 3rd down. He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
29-yard line. A gain of 7. 1st down, Eagles.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Quick toss here into the hands of Brown. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Hurts tucks it, starts running. Only able to get back to the line on that 1st down play, so no gain.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that is not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Hurts now from the gun. Finds Barkley underneath. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Throwing here, Hurts. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he will wind up out of bounds after a 1st down gain of right around 3 yards.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 28. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Hurts yet again. It's a screen to Barkley. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
All right, here we go. Second down. It's Hurts once again. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Chargers are going to opt for a 50B third down. And again, here's Hurts. Just gets the first and more. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Eagle first down.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. From the red zone now. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10. Running back sent in motion. Throwing again on second down. Hurts. And this time they can't connect, so that's incomplete. Been favoring their back this drive. Let's see if it's going to continue now on third down.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You can tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
Hurts throwing again. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take the lead just before halftime. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles push their lead to 3.
Chargers 7.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
On the return, here comes Davis. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Chargers, then running back Imani Vidal trotting back out to the field. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. First and 10, here's Herbert. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on this second and inches. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So a field goal game at the half. A good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime report. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Here come the Chargers for their first drive of the second half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Chargers getting set. First and 10. Running with Vidal out of the gun. Escapes the defender. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Given 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Chargers will have a first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
It only took them one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. First down, and they go right back to it. And they'll have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5. Vidal now from the pistol. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. That's good for 7 yards. And it brings up an LA first down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. They motion the tight end over. Herbert on first down. Has it in close. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Second and 3 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Herbert gonna tuck and run. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. You know, the South had that incredible breakout season last year was Zach Bond.
2 yards.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Completed to his running back. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
That's a gain of 4.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Herbert now to throw on third. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face fourth down.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with the quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
So on fourth down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. This, 42 yards from the right hash. Dicker connects there. And that will tie things up in the third.
Here we go, all squared up once again after the first drive of the second half. Something tells me, though, Kate, these kickers, they better stay warm because more than likely their leg is going to play a big difference in this outcome.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Xavier Gibson now to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And after watching their passing attack taking the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Second down, they're going to the option. And he did his part, partner. Got him 8 yards, sets up third down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Third and just 2 to go. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be fourth down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a fourth down.
The Eagles are in punt formation. Braden Mann will kick it away. Can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Chargers and running back Imani Vidal trotting back out to the field. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Vidal trying this up the gut. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
And 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Vidal. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. John Campbell, yet another first-round defender out of Alabama. They're on the tackle.
A gain of 2 on the
Okay,
play.
that's a run that's
Brings
ho-hum
up
on the stat
3rd
sheet,
and
but if you
4.
see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the gun on 3rd, it's Herbert. Connects on the crosser. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off of that game.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
1st and 10, Herbert. This one's caught. And this is only going to be a small gain to the 42. Zach Vaughn with the tackle.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Throwing now, Herbert. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Allen sent in motion right. Herbert, quick out wide, complete. And on 1st down, only gets about a yard here, and the defender there to force him out.
Out of bounds at the
Just stay on
30-yard
schedule.
line.
Just stay
1
on
yard
schedule,
gain.
right?
Brings up
SOS.
2nd
Bad
and
thing on a
9.
ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Herbert to throw once more. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So shipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Vidal running to the left. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
He was taken
I know they
down
say it any
behind the
time
line
he
of
comes up in
scrimmage.
an interview, but they
A loss of a
appreciate
yard.
having him on this defense
It's
so
4th
much,
down.
Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron
Dicker
Dicker and the
on
Chargers for a field goal try. First field goal was good.
44-yard
His
attempt.
2nd look from inside of 45 yards. Dicker connects there, and they've taken back the lead.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Bigsby with the return. Jukes away from one. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. From the pistol, Hurts. He's got Brown on the slant. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is within reach. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Barkley on the carry. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 6. First down, Philadelphia.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Got his man, that's Brown again. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
First down, Eagles.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down, ball at the 36. They go play action. Here's Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
2nd down, Hurts throwing again. Jump off caught by his back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
A 47-yard attempt.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And in the 4th quarter, that's going to tie the game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Jake Elliott.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chargers send running back Imani Vidal trotting back out to the field. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Odell on the carry. Up the sideline, past the 40. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the second level and beyond.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Throwing on first is Herbert. Throw is caught. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Chargers.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll run. This is Vidal. And a nice little run there. Gets him 5. Second down upcoming.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. The run with Vidal. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second and 6 coming up here. Slot man motioned over. Herbert. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
A big try coming up here for Cameron Dicker. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Kicked well, and this is good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Bigsby with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And they've got a bit of momentum from the field goal on the last series, hoping to grow that into something greater with a touchdown here.
Yeah, I think one thing you find is you do not want to settle for a field goal again. Points are great, but touchdowns, that's what's win games in the NFL.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. They send a man in motion. Second down, looking for options. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. That's caught at the 25. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
The Eagles take a fourth-quarter lead. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead.
Eagles 20, Chargers 16.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Now it's Vidal. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
17 yards. And the Chargers first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Going to the ground again on first. So call it a half dozen on that run block. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Throw left side, grabbed by Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds after the big gain, now down inside the 15. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Throwing the out route complete. He's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
2nd and 3 now. Oh, flag is down here. This might be a free play. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call.
Offside. Defense.
Now they got to the end zone with that free play partner, so they will, of course, decline the offsides and take those points. Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers push their lead to 3.
Chargers 23, Eagles 20.
Let's go, Chargers!
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away.
For the Chargers.
Bigsby with the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He keeps it and takes off. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Throwing here, Hurts. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And they're going to be sent up, Brock, with 1st and goal on the other side of the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Eagles down by only 3. They're going to run with Barkley. They're backed up. Not the stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards. And it's not just your quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Back to throw. He finds Brown, right side. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles have taken the lead late. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Chargers 23.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
On the return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chargers and running back Imani Vidal trotting back out to the field. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Putting the tight end in motion. He'll look to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Here he is to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Herbert to throw once more. Brought in. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
2nd down now. They need 7. Herbert throwing again. He brings it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Gets this to McConkey. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Now Herbert again. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
The coverage by
That was it.
Campbell.
That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
To throw. Get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either. From the red zone now. This one's stopped at the 3-yard line. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Eagles are winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.